Very important for making use of the science and technological development at the global level, for promoting, issues, for promoting, solutions in areas which are of tremendous societal and scientific importance here. So you will be very happy to know that, government gave us this mountain which you see in the background, Osturma. It is about 65 hectares, and if you translate in terms of canals, it is 1,300 canals. So we said that we want to establish solar park, an aromatic and medicinal plant park, and a biodiversity park. So for the solar park, within that, we are in negotiations, we are talking with the international players, national companies, in looking at different mechanisms of establishing the solar energy park, because this is a national priority. Our Prime Minister made a bold commitment to the international community that India will be carbon neutral by 2070. So as of now, we are dependent on 80% of our energy comes from coal. And just by 2070, and by this next 2032, we need to reduce it by about 30%. I think there's a big national challenge. So the universities, the governments have to come forward. In Kashmir you will see, so we want to demonstrate, this will be a 10 megawatt park only. So our requirement is less than 1 megawatt. We have AIMS coming up in the vicinity. So we'll be supplying AIMS. So we have a big army establishment in the vicinity. We'll be able to sell this forward to the communities here, towns. But we want to establish that it is possible to convert these landscapes, which we call wastelands, into productive, use. And we have so many of these landscapes, and also the R&D part that we have, thought of doing on that will be an addition on that. Similarly, Kashmir is known for the aromatic and medicinal plants. And we know, being the earth scientists, I go to the mountains and I know how much it is exploited, unsustainably. And we are losing this wealth. And for 20 hectares, we have just thought of establishing aromatic and medicinal plant. We already have a small, in-house extraction plant here where we have patented the perfume, and we call it SAD. So we have basic capacities that we are trying to, So, and many of these, because of paucity of time, I will not be able to deliberate on the initiatives that we have, put in place, and that whether it is the establishment of a Green and Sustainable Technology Research Institute, whether it is the establishment of the Center for Excellence in AI and ML, or if it is the Interdisciplinary Institute for Frontier Sciences. So many of these, initiatives that we have taken. But let's come to the theme of the conference. I think the cultural, linguistic, and spiritual development of any, nation, any community, any race is very much important for the scientific, social, economic development of that community. Now look at some of these countries, look at Japan, look at Korea, look at China, look at entire Europe. So if you look at their Human Development Index, if you look at their Economic Development Index, and at the same time look at how they have been preserving their own languages and cultures. So these can go parallel. But I know culture is not static. We know Kashmiri language, how it has, we have very distinguished experts here, but we know how the culture evolves. So we cannot be cut off from the globalization, from the influence of internet, and so many things, technological developments that are, our Kashmiri language today. Urdu is a part of our Kashmiri language. When we talk in our own homes, we sometimes use Urdu also, and we use English words also. We can't really stop that. But at least 100 years, 200 years, 1,000 years from now, when we say we are Kashmiris, so we should have that basic ingredients of saying that we are Kashmiris. We should be able, as Professor Dare Singh was saying, as Professor Malik was also saying,